welcome back to my channel. Please excuse the wet hair, I just showered. We are home from vacation and I thought I would do a couple of days of vlogging because Mr. Man's birthday is in 2 days. We're doing a Bluey themed birthday and I have to give props to Matt because he did take care of most of the stuff, because Rowan and Juniper's birthdays are only 2 weeks apart. And so planning 2 parties at the same time is very stressful. So Matt took Rowan's party, except for one little detail that I did that I'll show you later. And yeah, we just kind of did a divide and conquer. I'm making myself some breakfast right now, even though it's 10:54. My children are going insane. Okay, woo, I got it. It's been a very long week and a half. I love my children to death. But being together 24/7 in the same hotel room, traveling, missed nap windows, the whole thing has been a lot. So my mother-in-law's coming over in like a half an hour and she's gonna give me some time to just like do the things I need to do. I did a little bit of meal prepping yesterday. So I made some chia seed pudding. And I also made multiple containers of this like sweet potato tofu chickpea recipe that I like to put over rice with some avocado and some peanut sauce. So that feels really good. I just feel like after vacation, my body feels sluggish because I've been eating, you know, whatever was readily available and not getting a lot of real great nutrition. So I'm gonna do a ginger shot. I've only done this once before, but I just feel like it would be a good like jump start back into getting some nutrients into my body. It says it has antioxidants and probiotics. It's supposed to be good for digestion and good for your immune system. I don't think I'm going to be able to take this all at once. Woo! That's actually really good, but it is spicy. Luckily, we cleaned the house before we left, so we came home to a clean house, which was very nice. Take the camera, sweet pea. Yeah, this is yours. Are you gonna help me fold laundry? Matt dumped all of the dirty laundry directly from the suitcases into the wash and took care of all of that. So now I am just folding. It's nice that we don't have so many like picking up and cleaning tasks today, but we do have a lot of things to just kind of like get the house running again. Like I need to check on the garden, see what needs to be done there with like, you know, redoing pest control and watering. We need to feed the sourdough starter. I'm incredibly thankful that Matt is the kind of partner who does housework, like does half the housework without being asked. It blows my mind how many people comment on my videos and they're like, how do you get your husband to help you? And I'm like, help me? This is his house too. These are his kids, which is very nice. And of course, you know, we both work full time, so we're trying to share the load of parenting and housework as evenly as possible. But here's your reminder that you are your spouse's partner, not their mom. I also wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about vacation with a toddler and a baby, because I got some questions on Instagram asking how we dealt with like nap things and wake windows and sleeping, and so I wanted to tell you guys about it. In general, the kids were so good. We were so pleasantly surprised. We were ridiculously flexible with nap time and bedtime, so there were a lot of wrap naps, a lot of car naps. Juniper was only taking 1 nap a day a lot of the time. The kids were going to bed at like 9 o'clock, and you know what? It was only for a week, and it was okay. And now we're back home. We've been home 2 days, and they are back to their normal routine. I think the biggest things that helped us for vacation were having a baby carrier. If you watch the Disney vlog, you will know that we accidentally left a crucial piece of my normal baby carrier at home. We are so thankful that our friends who lived down south let us borrow theirs, and it worked like a charm. I definitely missed my own, but theirs was great too. And then also constantly having snacks. Like make sure no matter where you go, you have pull-ups in case you need an impromptu nap, and enough snacks to like make a non-perishables meal out of if you really need to.
Let's go outside, Bam Bam.
You want to go outside? Let me finish this laundry, and then we will do that.
I'm going to help you do laundry.
Oh, thanks.
I'm going to help.
Can you put these 2 socks together?
Okay.
Thanks, bub.
Come. Yeah, you go.
Thank you.
I'm going to
The garden is so happy. My sweet in-laws took care of it for me while we were gone, and I came home to just so many new blooms. So we're gonna make a little like hodgepodge arrangement because I think there's only like one of most of the flowers, but I don't want them to just die. So we're just gonna make kind of a funky asymmetrical arrangement with what we've got. This little rose plant that Matt got me last Easter is doing so well. And look at the little raspberries. I don't know if you can see, but we've got raspberries on the plant. Actually, lots of them. Lots of those poppies that I planted are coming up. And then also we threw some compost up here and we had put pumpkins in the compost. And I guess the seeds were still viable because we've got all these pumpkin plants up here now. And honestly, I'm stoked on it. I'm just gonna leave them. We'll have a little pumpkin patch up there.
Get some strawberries up here.
Yeah, we can check for strawberries. Hang on. Quite a few new zinnias here. One of the things that I was the most excited to see is this little area. We've got dahlias. I didn't even plant these this year, so I had no idea these were coming up. We've got this beautiful blushing silene for a filler. And look at these poppies. Can you even see how pretty these are? These are the Thai apricot champagne poppies. And then we've got more zinnias with lots of buds. We have some straw flower coming up. We have some frosted explosion grass. I feel like this just absolutely exploded while we were gone, and I'm so excited about it. Here's a gardening tip for you. If you're growing poppies, burn the ends of them before you put them in water. It's a trick that I learned from the Floret Farms book, and it helps them last way longer in a vase. I also wanted to show you guys, look at this funky mutant double zinnia. It's so pretty. Like, it's literally two flower heads. It's like a conjoined twin. I know growing vegetables is more practical, but the amount of joy that these flowers bring me is insane. I feel so much pride. I cannot believe that I grew all of this, most of it from seed. Here she is. If this isn't a beautiful, messy, cottage-style arrangement, I don't know what is. So we've got a daisy, yellow roses, a sunset rose, wrinkled cress. I love this blushing silene lantern plant. This is a random wildflower that I didn't plant. Delphinium, zinnias, Thai champagne poppies. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I don't know what it is about just like messy flower arrangements. I think it just feels like romanticizing your life, where it almost looks like you just walked into a wildflower field and like picked a bunch of flowers and like threw them in a vase. But it's my favorite. Okay, so I mentioned Rowan's birthday's in a couple of days, and I wanted to show you some of the stuff that we got for his party. We went to a big box party store because, like I said, Matt did everything, and he planned it, and it's gonna be super cute. So we're doing a bluey theme, obviously, because you have to. I mean, your 3-year-old's obsessed with bluey, so we got a lot of bluey stuff. So we got some bluey paper plates, super cute, for cake and ice cream. Some bluey napkins. Matt got these cute little like streamers. So then we're gonna do the party in here so we can have the streamers coming down from the ceiling. And we'll also decorate with a bunch of his Bluey toys, like the Bluey and Bingo stuffed animals and the Bluey and Bingo garbage truck, and he's got all kinds of Bluey stuff. We have a blue number 3 balloon. Matt got a tablecloth, which I don't know if it'll actually fit on this table because it is an 8-foot table. 96 inches, that's 8 feet, right? So there won't be any overhang. We'll figure it out. Some little table decorations, some stickers, and then we got some of these collectible cups, one for Rowan and one for his friend who's coming to the party. We're only having a couple of kids, and so we just got a few of these. And then, you know, I had to do at least one little personalized touch on the party. So I made this little cake topper that I think is so cute. It says Three-Nager in like the right font and colors. I made this with my Cricut, and I'm so excited to share that Cricut is sponsoring today's video. So I'm gonna take you guys through the process of how I made this cute little cake topper. I use my Cricut all the time, and it's especially helpful for special occasions like birthdays. We'll also be using it for Juniper's first birthday, which I'll talk a little bit more about later. It is not complicated to use at all. It's affordable and worth the investment because you can make so many different projects with it. We have dozens of Cricut projects around our house. So the first thing that I did was design the cake topper in Design Space. Cricut Design Space is their free software. It's super easy to learn, and all of the resources you need, like fonts and shapes, are right in the program. So I just added this little blob. I took a couple of rectangles and merged those to it so that I would have some way to stick it into the cake. And then I typed out 3-nager. Once that was all set, I prepped my materials. So for this project, I used basswood, and I have a couple of tips on how to get your basswood to cut really well in your Cricut Maker. First of all, use the Cricut branded basswood, because I have used off-brand before and it's just not as good, and it splinters and doesn't work very well, whereas Cricut materials are super high quality. They are designed specifically to work with the Cricut machines. And what you want to do is you want to tape this down with some painter's tape or masking tape. So I just taped around the edges for the part where it was cutting out kind of the blobby shape, but then for the letters, since they're a little bit more complex, I actually covered the entire piece of wood with that painter's tape, and it made it so that it didn't splinter or break, and it was able to cut out the more complicated design, and it looks great. And then I just assembled the final product. So I painted the background of it a medium blue, and then I painted the letters a dark blue, and I just used wood glue to attach it all together. Make sure if you're doing this that you do use paint that is food safe, non-toxic, so when you stick it in the cake, you're not gonna have any problems. This was so easy, and I love the way that this turned out. I wish I had done this bluey theme last year, because I would have put Wackadoo Rowans Turning 2, which would have been so cute. And I was trying to think of bluey puns, but I feel like 3-nager is also appropriate because, oh man, kiddo's got some attitude. I will link all the materials that I used as well as the project file down in the description. So if you want to make this exact thing, you don't even have to design it yourself. I cannot overemphasize how awesome it is to have a Cricut machine as a mom. I use it all the time. So highly recommend. Again, don't forget to use the link in the description. So I have a Facebook Marketplace pickup to do in just a few minutes here. Before I do that, I wanted to feed my sourdough starter because my poor starter has not been fed in like 2 weeks. I typically keep it in the fridge and feed it every week, but we were gone. So I should have fed it before. Stuff happens. I've had quite a few questions from you guys asking me about my sourdough process. So let me know if you would prefer for that to be its own dedicated video, or if you just want me to show each step in a different vlog. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how I feed my starter. So I start with my starter that's been in the fridge. I'm kind of scraping all of the hooch off to the bottom because I don't want to use that part. It's like a naturally occurring alcohol that's just a byproduct of the organisms in here eating. So I dumped just the hooch, but I'm trying to keep as much starter as I can. I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of this into the new container, and the rest of it will become what's called sourdough discard. And there are a lot of recipes that you can make with sourdough discard. You can make cinnamon rolls, you can make English muffins, you can make biscuits, you can make pizza crust. I don't always get around to using my discard, but I try to as often as I can. I'll at least make crackers, which don't really have a lot of extra ingredients and are very simple to make, just so that I'm not being too wasteful. But I am lazy and I like to try to use 1 measuring cup for this entire process, so I just use a 1/2 cup for everything. The next thing I'm gonna get is 1/2 cup of filtered water. I'm just gonna get this out of my fridge. It's better if you can let this come to room temperature before feeding your starter, but ain't nobody got time for that today around here. And then the last thing that you have to add to feed it is flour. And there are a million different recipes for like what kind of flour to use and what quantity of flour to use. So it kind of depends on the makeup of your starter, the climate that you live in, all that kind of stuff. But as a general rule, I do 1/2 cup of bread flour. You want to make sure it is bread flour because bread flour has, from what I understand, a better ability to develop gluten because of the extra protein that's in it. So I do 1/2 cup of that, and then I'm doing 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour. And same thing, I'm using King Arthur brand. I just feel like it makes my bread rise a lot better. I recently went to a pasta making class, and I learned a lot about the differences between like summer wheat and winter wheat and bread flour and regular flour. And it was very fascinating to learn about the different makeup of different kinds of flour. And even if I spend $7 on a bag of flour, that's gonna make, you know, quite a few loaves, and it's gonna be way cheaper still than buying nice sourdough. So now I have a bunch of sourdough tools because I've been making sourdough for like 4 years. Not necessary, but they are helpful. So this is like my dough mixer thing. You could absolutely use a fork for this, and I have in the past. I would say if you are starting to make sourdough, the only things you really need are a Dutch oven of some sort or a cast iron pot with a lid that's big enough to make your loaf. And I would recommend a bread lame because you can do it with a knife, but often you don't get a clean enough or deep enough cut to really actively release the steam. So those are the two things I would recommend for beginners. But then once you get a little bit more into it, you can get stuff like this. You can get a bench knife, scraper, you can get a banneton. I'm just gonna leave this at room temp. If I'm baking with it, I'll leave it for like 8 hours until it's active, and then I'll make my dough at night and leave it to rise overnight. And if I'm not baking with it, and I'm just kind of trying to keep it alive for the next week, I will leave it out for about 2 hours and then put it in the fridge and then feed it the next week. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, but I need to go and run and do my Facebook Marketplace pickup. I'm picking up a really beautiful vintage dresser for my office to replace the desk. And I'll tell you a little bit more about what that's for later, but right now we gotta go get it. Okay, so I think I mentioned this dresser is for a little office makeover I'm doing. So I'm changing the area where my craft desk is, like the white one with the on-air sign and my Cricut and my sewing machine and everything, to be like my sit-down videos / sit-down reels filming setup. So I've got the dresser mostly because I needed more storage, but then I also thought I could take the opportunity to make it into like a cute cottagecore kind of space. So we're gonna have the dresser. I'm gonna have some pretty, I think, green floral wallpaper behind it. And I just stopped by the thrift store for some stuff to decorate it, and I scored. So we're gonna do a little thrift haul car style because the minute I walk in my house, the kiddos are gonna want my attention. So I got a couple of embroidery hoops. I thought these would be fun for maybe a project to embroider and then like put up on the wall. I got this 2-peg hook, and from that I'm going to hang this basket. This is the main thing that I came in for, and I'm very glad that I found it right away. I thought it might take me a few times. I also got a pack of picture frames. So there's 2 gold ones and 1 wood one, and this was $3.99, so a very good deal. And I also got 20% off everything because I had rewards. I got this pretty floral dish. I thought that would be nice to hold like SD cards and camera batteries and stuff. And the last decor item I got was this little vase. I really like the cracked texture. And then I always check out the kids' clothing when I'm at the thrift store just because the kids are always growing out of their clothes. And so I grabbed some 2T stuff for Juniper. You could tell that it was like one person who had donated a bunch of stuff. And obviously she's not going to be in 2T for a year, but you know what? Better to be prepared. So most of it is from H&M. So I got this cute little t-shirt and overall dress set. I actually remember seeing this on their website and wanting it when she was little, but they were sold out, so that's very exciting. That was $5. Then for like fall and winter time with like a little turtleneck underneath it, I got this cute little jumpsuit. I love the floral pattern of this. I also got another one of those in a much more summery fabric, again from H&M. This one looks big to me. It says 2T, but it looks big, so we'll see. And then I also got this dress from Cupcakes and Cashmere. I just thought it was really cute. It's white, it's got a little ruffle, and then it's got like butterflies and florals, and that was $6.49. Not all that bad, and like I said, I got 20% off, so I think everything that I got all the clothes, all the decor was under 40 bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and head home to my children now, and I'll probably not vlog the rest of the day because I feel like with Rowan's birthday also being in this vlog, this video is gonna get way too long, and I also have some computer work to do. So I will see you guys on Rowan's birthday. We will decorate for his party, we'll do a little 3-year-old interview, and then we will celebrate him. So I will see you guys then.
Yeah, baby, what do you want to show me?
Look, flowers.
Yeah, we decorated for your birthday while you were sleeping.
Yes, I'm 4 years old.
You are. Happy
Look,
birthday.
Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
And Chloe and Bingo. Look, Chloe and look, Mom and Dad. And Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this?
Do you remember what we rode at Disneyland?
Is this a mom wheel?
Not the monorail, it's the tram. How old are you?
3 years old.
You are 3 years old. Can you show me 3 on your fingers? What's your favorite color?
I like to be pink.
Yeah. What's your favorite show to watch on TV?
Blue.
What's your favorite movie to watch?
Show me where.
Yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A trash man.
A trash man.
And I'm in the trash truck.
What makes you happy?
Sniggering mommy.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Strawberries.
What is your favorite thing to do?
When and you chase me.
What are you really good at?
Really?
What's your favorite toy?
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear, not Kitty Cat? Who is your best friend?
Mama.
love you.
I love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
It's just your birthday, baby.
Ready, everyone? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rowan. Happy birthday to you. You want to blow out the candle and make a wish?
I need to put
Yeah, you can put that down.
Rowan.
Yay!
Happy birthday!
eat that cake.
Yeah, it's for you.
What is it?
It's a candle. See the bluey candle.
I want to eat.
You want to lick all the frosting off the candle? Oh yeah, there you go. That's good, huh? Ah, don't bite it. Just lick it. There you go.
Made of